Hello everybody, welcome back to the journey. It's been a pretty good week all around. I've picked up several different things from a few different places. I've put in some orders, I've done some trades. All around, it's been a very fulfilling week of picking up silver. Things are going well at work. We are doing a remodel at one of our locations as well. So yeah, it's been pretty busy all around. I'm working back to my normal schedule, so it's good to have my weekends again. Being able to go hang out with Mr. Warren for an extended period of time is always a lot of fun, and I always look forward to it. I'm going to be going again this Saturday, and hopefully we can be picking up some more things and find some real treasures. Of course, on Friday, I did get up and head to work. I got my morning stuff situated, as I always do, no problems. Everything's pretty much smooth at work over the past couple of weeks. I did make my rounds to the coin shop. I did not head over to Newcastle Coins. I was planning on making my trips that day to Candle Coin and Stamps and also over to Silver Eagle. And I decided to head on over to Silver Eagle first. I got there and sadly they were closed. Bob was back in the hospital again with another issue with his surgery. And I do thank you all for sending the prayers that you did for that. I know that he is back home now and recovering again, so that's good to know. The store is back open. I was not able to go Saturday as I just had too much going on. But that's okay. I'll go again this coming Friday. Hopefully they'll be there, and I'll have some good news for y'all for him. Over at Newcastle Coins, I did pick up a couple things. Larry wasn't there. He was actually out running some errands. But Cindy was there, and she had a few things in. Not too terribly much, actually, as usual. You know, it's kind of, they don't have much of a silver section. It's kind of small, but they always have something to look at. And I had picked up something that I had never planned to pick up again. And I just said, you know what? The heck with it. I'm going to go ahead and get one. It is the new 2024, and we'll see how this one goes. A lot of folks have stopped picking these up because of the milk spotting problems. I am included in that group. I have not picked one up for a while, but I do still want to fill a tube. I have completed a tube of maples, and I also want to fill a tube of Britannias. This is a 2024. I paid $27 for it. Right now, there's no spots on it. It's in really, really nice condition. There's some smudges and stuff on the flip here, but yep, altogether the coin's actually in good shape with none of them tragic milk spots, but we'll see how that goes. But for now, we'll get this into a capsule and we'll go from there. All right, before we go into the capsule, we'll get you a nice close look. As I said, I have not seen any spots on it as of yet. So that is pretty good. We'll see how this one holds up in comparison to the 2023s, because they were quite horrible. Into the capsule it goes. And time will tell when it comes to how well it holds up. All right. Well, I was planning on that actually being my only pickup while I was there. And I was, just having some chit chat with some other folks that were there. They were going through a collection of nickels that had come in, and they did find a 3-legged buffalo, and that's absolutely fantastic. I wish I could have gotten it, but they had somebody there to already buy it. So I missed out on that, but it was cool to actually hold one in my hand. I'd never seen one in person. As you all know, I don't generally track down coins on a regular basis, but I do know a little bit about them, and I do know which ones to look for when I'm digging through things. And the 3-legged buffalo would be a great find. But before I left, I looked at Cindy and I said, do you have any more of the 2024 Silver Eagles? And if you do, how much are they? She said, yep, I've got a couple left. We've got 3 or 4 left, and they're 28. So it's $1 more than the Britannia. And I was thinking to myself, well, I probably should have just got Eagles in the first place, but go ahead and let me get one of those Eagles, and I will call it my visit. And so that's what she did. She did find me another one of the Eagles that they had left. Now, the last couple I'd gotten from her had a little nick. I was actually on this side, a little nick on the coin right there. And so I got a couple of those, and thank goodness that these didn't have that issue. But let's go ahead and get this one into a capsule, and we'll put it down there with the Britannia. All right, here we go, ready to go into the capsule. Everybody always knows how good the Silver Eagles are. They're quite beautiful coins. We're going to get this one protected into a capsule. I do get some flack from time to time for all the capsules that I use, because I pretty much encapsulate everything. I know it is an added expense, basically somewhere around $1 a coin added. Of course, depending on how many capsules you buy, you can get them at a reduced price. So I'm actually thinking about buying 100 capsule boxes, and that'll bring the cost of them way down. But I do like my capsules. It keeps my coins in pristine condition, so I don't mind the added expense. I recently put out a video with my entire stack, and one of the comments that was in that stack was all the acrylic. And as I said, I don't mind it. I know it makes some people cringe. And if you think about it, on average at $1 a piece, there's about $300 worth of acrylic there. And like I said, I'm okay with the added expense. Some folks might call me a fool for that because I can get a 10-ounce bar plus some stuff for that. But, like I said, I'm okay with it. My stuff is going to stay in the same condition it was when I put them in those capsules. And so anything that does have any collector's value could possibly maintain that value better because they're not going to get any kind of damage. But after I finished up over there, I did head on out and finish my work day. I did debate on going to a pawn shop that I had gone to when I very first started stacking. I actually went there before I ever even started this YouTube channel, maybe about a week or two before I started the channel. But I did remember because I was driving by there and I was like, you know what, let's go ahead and stop. And then it clicked in my head about his prices being a little on the high side. But I should probably go by and say hello. You never know what you're going to find. You never know what kind of price ranges you'll find as well. So I think I'm going to go by there soon just to take a gander and see what he has. But as I said, I finished up my day and I headed home. Saturday morning, I was very excited to be able to go and visit with Mr. Warren. As always, I got there before he did, and I was quite excited when he showed up. It's kind of like a kid in a candy store when I get to go into a coin shop. But when I get to go see with Mr. Warren, it's even better. Of course, it's not so much kid in a candy shop because he does not have the selection of somewhere like Silver Eagle. But the sit-down conversations, the stories, the lessons learned, and just the interaction is off the charts. Mr. Warren is such a wonderful individual that I just can't see my weeks going by without getting to say hello to him at least once. Over the last few weeks, he hasn't had much in the way of silver. Of course, he does have his Silver Eagles and things like that. But, some back dates he usually sells for 28, and so I usually pay attention to those. But he didn't have much of that in stock either. I am working on these tokens, and I did pick up some more of those. So let's go over and see which ones I picked up from him this time. I didn't take a look at them. I just said, Mr. Warren, let me go ahead and get 10 more of those tokens. Just grab 10 off the top, and we'll call it the trip. And so let's go over and check all these out. All right, and the first one we got here is from the Mirage in Las Vegas, Nevada. I don't know a whole lot about Las Vegas. I've never been, but I know it's quite the busy town. I would like to visit someday, maybe go over there and meet Liberty Bleeds. It would be awesome one day if we could all do some sort of a what do we call it, community meetup over there. But it would be a pretty awesome, and I would take this collection with me. It's pretty cool. All right, and the next one I picked up was the Vegas Club. This one, as you can see, still has quite the mirror finish. Not even much in the way of fingerprints on there. I did, of course, put all of them in these little baggies, and as I said in my last video, I think I'm going to be taking and putting these into a collection book. Hopefully I can get one of those ordered this week. And the Golden Nugget will be the next one. It is just, quite astounding on how many different varieties there are of these. But there we are, established 1946. And here we are with one from the Bellagio. And actually, this one is a AAA piece. I don't know if any of you are AAA members, but if you were and you knew that they did stuff like that, let me know. I wonder if they do anything else in silver. And the next one is the Gold Strike Inn Casino, Boulder City, Nevada. And as I said before, these are not all going to be from Las Vegas or even Nevada. They're from all over the country. And the next one is going to be the Pioneer. This one I'm not familiar with at all. I'd never seen anything from them or heard from them. But it's got a pretty cool design right here on the back. Good old Annie Oakley. If you don't know anything about Annie Oakley, she was known for her shooting capabilities. I have not done any real research on her, but I do know that she would do things like shoot coins as they were thrown in the air, stuff like that. It's quite the crack shot. That's pretty awesome. And oddly enough, in that stack it was 2. So there's 2 of those with the Annie Oakley. All right, and another one we picked up is the Flamingo. This is going to be a 50th anniversary piece. That's pretty awesome. As far as I know, the Flamingo's not there anymore, but for anybody that collects stuff from that location, this would be a great find. And we got another one from the Flamingo. This one is going to be a different design. And altogether, I think there's probably about 7 or 8 of these in this set that I'm picking up. So there's going to be a lot of them from that hotel. And last but not least is Casino Magic. This one is from Mississippi. And on the other side, we have the Friendship Oak Tree. Pretty cool. I do like the design of the trees on the back of there. But this is another one I had never heard of, but it's another one in the collection. So there's the 10 tokens that I picked up, but it was not the end of my trip. I did stay there with him until he closed. And on Saturday, he does close at 1 o'clock. And so we just kind of hung out and did the chitter chat like I usually do while I'm there, listening to his stories and just talking about silver and gold and coins and, just always taking in the wonderful knowledge and history that he can portray. I always like to bring little subjects up like that to just see what kind of knowledge he has. I am about ready to do another video with him soon, so hopefully we'll get that out for you. Another little thing that I picked up from him was a little charm. He's got the little display case with his jewelry in it, and one he throws all the little charms in. And he had picked up a little tiny Viking ship. And every time I look at him in that little case and find a little charm that I'd like to get, I always say, Mr. Warren, how much you want for this one? I'd like to go ahead and take this one home. And he always tells me the same thing. He said, that's a gift. You take it home with you. And all the time I'm telling him, Mr. Warren, you got to let me pay for this stuff. He's like, don't worry about it. You take that home. Sometimes it could be a bit of a fuss to try and get him to let me pay for this stuff. But I try and squeeze in a little extra elsewhere just so I can cover these little bits like this. Because I know on the general public, he sells these for around $5. And while I was there, he was going through some old sterling stuff that he had purchased. That's kind of stuff he generally just scraps out. And at the time, he had pulled out some candlesticks. And of course, those you rip them apart to get the plaster out at the inside. So you're left with just the bare silver. In that pile, I saw a little tiny dumbbell. And I was kind of curious. It's like, if that's solid silver, that's going to be crazy. But it turns out it wasn't a dumbbell. It was a baby rattle. And I told Mr. Warren, that thing is absolutely adorable. And I would love to buy it from you for my granddaughter. And so he sold it to me for $11. And I did clean it up. And here we go. It is just a tiny little baby rattle. And I can't wait to give it to my granddaughter. Hey, there's my little sweet pea. Hello, pretty one. Look, I got you. I see you. Look at the cute face. Look at that pretty smile. You don't come here? You don't come here? I got something for you. There's my precious little one. What is that? Here's your little rattle. Pop. What you got? We got the whole thing in there. Look, watch this. Look. Shaky, shaky, shaky. She said, nope, I just want to chew on it. Is it good? Guess what? Germs won't grow on that. You could chew on that forever. Look at her. Got your rattle? There you go. Shaky, shaky. There you go. And you can see right here on the end, towel sterling. I had never heard of them, but this is a pretty awesome little piece. As I said in many videos, I'm going to do my best to get my granddaughter into silver. And what a wonderful way to start. Of course, I bought her a couple coins, but little things like this, as she grows older, will turn into real memories. This is a wonderful addition. It's little pieces like that rattle that turn into real cherished memories. When she gets older, hopefully she can look back and tell her children, my grandfather gave this to me, or better, my pop-pop, because that's what we're going to be calling me, I reckon. My pop-pop gave this to me, and I'm going to keep it for the rest of my life. Hopefully she'll always cherish it and all the other little things that I get to give to her. She's my little buddy, and every time I see her and she notices I'm there, she just starts smiling. Even if it's just something as simple as a video chat. I had a video chat the other day with my son to show him that little rattle. And he picked up my granddaughter and she looked into the camera. She heard my voice and she smiled. I absolutely love it. She kind of makes me melt, and I'm okay with that. Coming up next weekend is another coin show. Finally, a coin show in Raleigh that I'm going to be able to attend. I haven't made it to that one since November, so I'm looking forward to this one. I'm going to be, of course, meeting up with Chuck Stacks and Silver and Gold Stack Attack. Hopefully I can pick up some real treasures. I'm still looking to replace my crucifix coin with another cross or coin or something. And as I said before, I want to start doing that on a yearly basis and change that up every year. But I am really looking forward to that trip. I've got a few $100s set aside for that purpose, and hopefully we can find some real treasures. My plans for this week coming up, I really don't have any. I try not to make too much in the way of plans because something always stirs up and messes them up. So I generally don't pay much attention to those. But today I do got to get several packages sent out for trades and things that I had bought. And I'm also sending out some stickers and some poker chips and things. I did recently send a couple overseas and a couple more out here in the US. But I still have quite a list of ones I need to send out. So I'm going to get that squared away today. And hopefully those of you that are going to be receiving them, that you get them quickly. But that's what I got for you over the course of this past week. Thank you for watching the video, and remember to like and subscribe and comment down below and let me know what's your favorite piece that I picked up this week. Myself, it's going to be the baby rattle, but I'm pretty sure there's some awesome little tokens in there that many of you would enjoy. I look forward to seeing your comments down below, and until next time, remember to follow along on my silver journey. We'll see you in the next one. God bless.